Welcome to the Phil Family Adventures. Today we're going to do a short one on Stanford Hill itself, which is in Stratton and Bude, not far off the A39, for that sort of thing. If you go here, see straight to my YouTube channel. Would you like to subscribe and share with your friends? Leave me a nice comment. Yeah, the Battle of Stanford Hill was fought in on the 14th of May 1643 against the Royalists and the Parliamentarians. The Parliamentarians, I think they had something like 5,000 troops, and the Royalists had like 1,500 troops. And basically, top of this hill here is where it all started, which is Stanford Hill itself. And they lasted a day. The Parliamentarians had guns, cannons on top of the hill, and the Royalists only had foot soldiers. And by the end of the day, they killed something like 900 troops. I'll leave the details in the bottom. I'll post them on later on. And they captured about 1,500 troops of the Parliamentarians, which was a win for the Royalists. It's also a nice walking area for the kids and the dogs. Council done a good job, and cut nice paths all the way around. There's actually 4 fields and a woods, which is just over here. I'll be doing some aerial shots to show you all later. Actually quite a nice walk and all the fields. Yeah, it's dog friendly, and as long as you clear out your mess afterwards, shouldn't be a problem. There's a few notice boards around, which I'll show you in a minute. And I apologise for any noise from the wind. It's quite breezy up here, but beautiful views. And my mic's working all right. I'll take you up to the first information board, which is just down here. There's Luna sniffing around. Council look after this place. And the Battle of Stanford Hill. Should better read all this, I think. If not, I'll stick it on later so you can actually read it. A little bit faded at the moment. I'd say Stanford Hill's not far from the A39, literally the other side of it. As you come out of Stratton towards Kilcampton, well, actually before you hit Bush itself, it's on the left hand side, right next to the River Stratt as well. If you go for this get here to Benville House, no public right of way, access for the permit of the Civil War Memorial only. We'll go and see now. There's also a I think it's an Iron Age fort this is situated on as well. This way. You see it there. This is actually a memorial itself. Luna, Luna, Luna. This is the actual memorial. You read that as well. Yeah, 16th of May, 1643. It's Sir Bevill Grenville, and also Anthony Payne, which is the Stratton giant. He lived in Stratton as well. And he was 7'4", weighed something like 34 stone. He was his bodyguard basically, and he's born in the Tree Inn, which is in Stratton itself. It's a 13th century inn, and that's exactly where he died. He died upstairs on the first floor. They had to cut a hole in the floor to get him out when he died. So he was. They had to cut him out and bury him in the. They buried him in the church itself. And when they done renovations, they actually found his skeleton in there. I think he was reburied back in there again. But if you go to the Bew Castle, there's a little bit on him up there. There's actually outside as well on the wall. There's a picture, well, like a painting of him, and his height as well, measuring at 7'4". And you can actually stand next to it. And it's a life-size picture of him. See how big he was. I say it's 34 stone, which is a big man. What we're doing now, we're going to head into the woods here. I commonly know it as Stanford Hill Woods, but it's got its real name, which I can't remember at the moment. I'll put it in the description on top. And there's a lovely path all the way around, freshly cut on Friday. Lovely woods, ancient woods. And by that big tree there, there's a lone tree on its own. There used to be a well. It got buried, it got filled in for health and safety reasons. Stop people falling in it. This is the way into the woods here. The sun's a lot better, it's a lot clearer. Scan it and you can read it at your will then when you want to read it, pause it and everything else. Tells you all the amount of troops that are involved in the battle. There's got 13 guns. The Parliamentarians had 5,400 troops, and the Royalists only had 2,400. 300 killed of the Parliamentarians and 1,700 captured out of the 5,000. The rest has fled all around the area, heading towards Stratton, Bude, Bromwell Manor, all that area. You see on the map there, the Royalists are in the purple, and obviously the Parliamentarians in the orange. You do the round heads and that. You can't see the last little bit on the side there. There's a memorial at the top there, look. Yeah. Taking a nice little walk through the woods. Beautiful in the spring. Full of bluebells all the way down here. All bluebells and wild garlic. Beautiful with lovely colours. So it's all dog friendly. Part of an old quarry there. leads off in different directions and got that way, but we'll go down this way. It zigzags all the way down through the woods. Come. And she comes up. Look after the woods well. They do all these little fences around the paths. You don't take the wood out the woods when it falls now. Just leave it for the wildlife to take over. Got a lot of puffballs, that sort of thing, in this woods. Got the Grenville Hotel up the top of the hill there. It's up by the memorial I just showed you earlier. It's a nice little walk. Plenty of old trees in here. And this way, this way. You probably hear the road traffic to my right as I walk down the hill. That's the A39. Leads you all the way to Barnstable and Bedford. Basically from right to left. Obviously Stratton being on the right, and Bedford eventually be on your left. Go it that way. And in the distance there is the River Stratt, neat. Down there. There's quite a nice little woods, nice and quiet. There's a lot of deadfall here. We obviously clear the paths here, and you can still walk in it. The kids have been down here building little dens. When we get the winds going through here, it blows it all down. There's dog bins as well, which is quite handy. There's one right at the entrance. There's one other end really, one by the A39 and one at the top of Stanford Hill. God knows what that is. I think it's a beetle. Even building bug hotels. There's loads of little paths going through the woods here. Nice and peaceful, nice and quiet up here. Don't much caught at the right time, I think. What I'll do is I'll do a drone footage as well of this whole area. See how well maintained it is, all the paths cut. We'll hop over this one here. go into the next field and go up. We're now in this is the third field. Obviously the woods class as a field as well, where it is, I suppose. Over a nice little style. This one here is a little bit different. A nice steep hill up that way. Got to start that way, or you can go through that way, which is quite brambly. We're going to go down this way, which takes you down by the river itself. This area here is been left marshy, as you can see. It's quite a steep bank we go up later on. Wait in a minute. This is definitely left as a wild area. So it's good for the dogs. Take your dogs out for a walk, as long as you pick up your mess. As you can see, picked up mine. You see there's a River Stratt there. Stratt neat. Get a better view of it in a minute. So not a lot's changed since the Battle of Stanford Hill. It still looks the same. Nothing's ever grown here. Well, nothing's ever been grown here. No trees or nothing like that. No buildings or anything like that. You see, it's like late September now, or mid-September. Everything's starting to die back. Go on in. You get a river there. I'll try and get a better view of the river. Go on in. Have a little view of it there. All left to nature, grow back again. It's quite nice to see. Come. The view of the river. Actually quite clear. Back. Good girl. Teeming with wildlife. There's plenty of trout and things like that in here. Sticklebacks. I'll get back to you in a minute. Let's walk on this path here. Path brings you up the side, up to the top there, and I'll get you back to you when we get there, because no doubt I'll be breathing quite heavy. I'll mention that these fields are all maintained by the River Stratt Town Council, and do a brilliant job looking after it all. Got to say that because I actually work for them, and I help maintain it as well. It's nice to see it being used by people with dog walkers and that to exercise their animals. It's all left to the to nature, as you can see, all looking natural. Somebody over there with their dog, and I'll get back to you in a minute when I get to the top. Right, now I'm doing the fifth field, final field. So you can't get lost up here really. All the paths are all well cut, as you can see. You can go rather around that way or this way. We're going to take you this way to the higher ground. There's the woods there, Stanford Hill Woods, or whatever it's properly called. I can't remember what the name of it is now. I'll leave the details on top. Just beside it, that's where the Battle of Stanford Hill was held. As you can see, got a lovely view all the way around. This side here, just by this hedge, there's another footpath. It leads down to Stone Hill. If I remember rightly, there's a mill house on the very bottom of the hill. It's quite narrow to get past. There's Stanford Hill in the far distance there, where we started. As you can see, that's where the battle started, at the very top of that hill, where the memorial was, where I was up there earlier at the beginning. There's a couple of people out there walking the dogs, which is quite nice to see, using the paths. And the actual battle was actually on the other side of the main road where the hedges are now, right on the other side. They advanced from like a Bude area, which is sort of this sort of area, all the way across there, advancing towards us. That's where the Parliamentarians were, on the top of the hill, and all the Royalists were at the bottom of the hill on the other side. Obviously, when the battle finished, they all dispersed and ran away, and they captured 1,700 of them. They ran in all directions, or everywhere they did. That's my brief history on the Battle of Stanford Hill. It's probably very brief and not very accurate, but I've what I remember. So that's quite interesting for some people. It's mainly come out here for the dog walk. It's a nice little walk for the dog. It's probably about a mile, I suppose, if that. It's up and downhill, which is quite good. Gives a little bit of exercise. A lot of wildlife, a lot of open fields. I think it's there's 5 fields in total, well, 4 fields and a woods in total. So plenty for them to run around and sniff. As you can see, she likes eating the grass. Luna, come this way. Come. Breathing heavy already. Good. She'll sleep later. Yeah, we're going to head back to the car. What do? I'll get the drone up. I'll get a nice aerial view of the woods and the fields themselves. Winds pick up a little bit, so hopefully I'll get the drone up. So we're heading where that lady is there with the dog. There's another person as well. Lots of people with dogs. Just up the end here, you turn right, that takes you up to Poffle. and also up to Wood Caravan Park, or Holiday Park now I think it's called. Used to be a caravan park. It's quite a famous one, quite a big one. And in the distance there you can see the sea, so not very far from the sea. I say just behind here is another footpath that leads you down to the A39 as well, down through a place called Bush. So a small little place with a few houses. This way, away. As you can see, dog bin here, right at the entrance. So this is the main road from Stratton through to Poffle, out to Wood Farm as well. It's all public footpath. Obviously, be responsible with your animals, your dogs. Put the waste in the bin. There you go, all done. Right, if you like this sort of thing, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you're watching your TV, you go here, click on the QR, scan the QR code on your TV, which will bring you straight to my YouTube channel. There's loads more content like this, a lot of walks, churches, challenges, food challenges, all different sorts of things, camping holidays, all different sorts of things. So if you like that sort of thing, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.